With WWE 2K23 literally being out 2 full weeks, we have 10 more hidden calls plus bonus calls that's actually in this video that I need to break down that you need to download right now.
Ooh, baby, I'm ready, ready, ready.
Bruh.
Starting with number 10, Booker T 23 by VanessaGaming, aka VGX. Shout out to VanessaGaming. She gave us a brand new Booker T. Basically, this book right here has the facial hair. If you've seen Booker T in the Royal Rumble, were you surprised by Booker T entering the Royal Rumble? Booker T with the beard, the reality of wrestling Booker T, NXT Booker T on the actual commentary table. This is him right here. Now, this is the real model of Booker T that was dropped by WWE 2K's official art team with VGX, aka VanessaGaming's beard added to it. So now you know, if you don't know, you can go into the game and you can literally add a beard on the PC version though. You can't do it on consoles, but it can be uploaded to CAWs or to the community creations where you can go and get the updated versions. The only thing with this Booker T that is not matching the IRL Booker T is the locks. The locks length is way longer in real life. They can find some type of workaround to get longer locks on Booker T, but as of now, we do have an updated version of Booker T and I do like it. I think it looks real. I think it looks fire right here, bro. If you look at the side, has the moles, the scan rig did everything it needed to do. But if you want to put Booker T in your universe mode, or if you just want to use Booker T, a different variation, and updated 23 version of Booker T, you can use him in WWE 2K23 just because of VanessaGaming, aka VGX. Now basically what you're gonna do is search VanessaGaming or VGX, the creator name, and favorite her in your game so you can see exactly what's uploaded to community creations daily. So let's get to the next one. With number 9.
The bloodline is now in your city.
Yeah, number 9, we got Usos. We the ones, y'all the tools, we the ones. Yeah. We got Jimmy Uso, bro, in the building. Shout out to Head of the Table. And this guy is a huge Bloodline fan to the point where he updated the new Jimmy Uso. So Jimmy Uso with longer hair, Jimmy Uso with a thicker beard, Jimmy Uso with a brand new tattoo added to his back to update him to the 23 version. And he has some red dye in his hair. Now, Head of the Table did say that he could not get the dye to go all over the hair like it normally does, but to me this looks really good, and this is a newer, better looking version of Jimmy Uso, we the ones, yeet, in the game, right? So we are looking good right here. Just go to community creations and type in Head of the Table, favorite Head of the Table as your favorite creator, and just check daily on community creations, and you wake up in the morning and you should see brand new stuff. Let's zoom in and you see right here on the shoulder and then the neck part, Jimmy Uso, we the ones, yeet, literally has the tattoo. Now the tattoo, the color doesn't match the other colors as far as how the color palette looks on the original model, but it is here in some form of fashion or some way. I know they will literally figure out how to get those colors right and to dye those colors with tattoos on the bodies, especially the people who mod on the PC and in the PC community. So shout out to my guy, Head of the Table. Big shout out to you, bro, for giving us an updated Jimmy Uso, because we the ones, y'all the tools. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next one. With number 8, we got my guy John Cena, and it was made by NODQCreations. Shout out to my dude NODQ. My guy was very nice to give us a 2018 Super Showdown version of John Cena in the game. Now this can be set to an alt. Basically what's going on is that you have the red, white, and the blue version, the t-shirt, the Never Give Up shirt. So we're gonna go into Edit Attire and get a close-up look of what NODQCreations added. If you just search NODQCreations, you literally can get this John Cena. Just favorite him as a creator and you'll be able to find his brand new attires. This can be set to all, and this is an attire on a newer version, the newest version of John Cena, because you just can't see me.
You can't see me.
So on the t-shirt, as you can see, you can't stop me right here on the t-shirt, and it looks good. Never give up. It's on the sleeves of the shirt. You can't see me, and you can't see me on the back. Shout out to NODQ for that. But let's go ahead and look at the next. The next shirt would be the Respect Earn It, Never Give Up, the green one. This is a very popular shirt. This is good too. This is something that if you like this attire, go ahead and throw it on your guy. Go ahead and download it and make it an alt. But this right here is my number 8, NODQCreations. Like I said, search him, favorite him. Let's go ahead and get to number 7. With the number 7, we got Rhea Ripley, Brutality Rhea Ripley. Well, we got a lot of different versions of Rhea Ripley by JoeMashUps. So huge shout out to JoeMashUps for getting us 4 different variations of Rhea Ripley up in the community creations where we can update her the way we want to in our universe mode, or just play the game the way we want to play it. So yeah, as you can see, the first look, let's go ahead and go to Edit Attire and look at that. This first look is dedicated to the Beth Phoenix situation at Crown Jewel. Longer hair, has the hair braided on the side like Beth Phoenix. I had to really go in and do some research and dig dig deep to find out where these hairstyles and creations came from. Rhea Ripley right here, updated with long hair. I do like Rhea with long hair. I do like this model. The model is fire, bro. And it is time for a new champion to step up to the plate. So download this Rhea Ripley by JoeMashUps, man. Check it out. Look at it. It has jeans and it's just really punk rocked out. Now we have a second attire by JoeMashUps. Big up to him. Rhea Ripley right here. Shaved, kind of faded in the back. Looks good. Just a different variation of her, which I do like to always see different variations of anything. Or if it's NBA 2K, Madden, any other game out there with a model, I always want to see different variations of it and use it in the game because it makes it feel real to life. Check out Rhea Ripley, the second version of her. Let's go to the third version out this Rhea Ripley pack. The third version of Rhea Ripley that JoeMashUps dropped in here is with the makeup that kind of has the drippy effect right here on her eyes. It looks very gloomy and doomy, but this is a dope one. She has slick back hair too as well. So these hairstyles being changed, it's really changing the game in WWE 2K23 for creations and alternate attires. And you can set this to alt, but basically what you want to do, so choose one of these attires. You could add to interest in ring attire and just figure it out that way, but make sure you copy it over to the real one and then make it an alternate. And the last attire from this attire pack literally is gonna be this Rhea Ripley right here without the gooey drippy makeup on her eyes. It's the same, but it's basically slick back hair as well with the other one without the black dark makeup. Here you go, Rhea Ripley. Big shout out to JoeMashUps for giving us just diversity of just having different things in the game where we can use different versions of Rhea Ripley in WWE 2K23. With number 6, big shout out to my guy WhatsTheStatus, man. Big ups to WhatsTheStatus again for always unlocking the hidden my faction models that everybody pretty much asked for. Let's go ahead and look at the New Day 16. You got Xavier Woods unlocked from my faction. This version and variation of Xavier Woods literally has no facial hair. So this is the babyface version. This is in 2016. I was looking at some footage last night. This is one of my favorite versions of Xavier Woods right here. The babyface versions, the up, down version. This is number 1 from the New Day pack by WhatsTheStatus. Let's go to the second New Day member. The second New Day member that WhatsTheStatus unlocked from my faction is Big E. This is Big E 2016 or Big E 16 that was unlocked in the New Day from my faction. The matching attires to go with the one that Xavier Woods had on. And you can set this to alt, which I would recommend because you cannot do the trio entrances for some reason. But I mean, it's still, at this point, I would just put it as an alternate attire. Search WhatsTheStatus and favorite him as a creator where you can just find his daily uploads every morning or every evening. Let's get to the third New Day member. And last but not least, WhatsTheStatus gives us
SOS, I'm LinkedIn Showdown.
Kofi Kingston 16 to match the whole New Day pack. This is the third and last New Day member that we do have right here. And as you can see, this guy has all of his tattoos. The model was updated too, that the game being new to being 2K23. Various models like look pretty good like in 2K22, but as the games progress from a graphic standpoint, from a visual standpoint, the models actually start to look better. We do have this. Shout out to WhatsTheStatus for providing the hidden New Day game for us, bro. Search WhatsTheStatus, favorite him as your creator, and you'll see what he's uploading every day. We got Jey Uso 14 uploaded and updated by my guy WhatsTheStatus. And as of again, this is a hidden my faction version of Jey Uso right here. We got the Usos. This is the debut look of the Usos when they came in and they was going against the Shield. So if you're not up to speed with this young version of him with the WWE pink shirts, these versions right here with the pink are versus the Shield when they first made their debut in 2013. Check out Jey Uso right here. All the tattoos, you see it, is there, right? So, and let's go to the next Uso. Jimmy Uso, the ones. We got Jimmy Uso by WhatsTheStatus, and he did drop that. So that's the Usos right here. They're here. Usos 14. Like I said, search WhatsTheStatus in the building. You'll find it. This next edition is a cause. This is different. Big shout out to Buy125, and it is Aja Raine from Schism. So we have Aja Raine with Schism. Aja Raine even looked at it and she admired this looked great, and she talked about how the tattoos were on point and she liked it. She quote tweeted this. So when you get a WWE superstar to quote tweet something you created of them, this Aja Raine right here is good, and she liked it and I like it and it's downloaded, and you need to go download it now. So if you want to find this Aja Raine, just search Aja, Schism, Hacksaw House, TLC, put those in the search. And when you find Buy125, favorite him as a creator. This is worth downloading if you're gonna have her with your Joe Gacy when a DLC drops.
4 roots, 1 tree.
Then we back with another entry from WhatsTheStatus. That's 3 in this video from WhatsTheStatus. We have Santos Escobar, a hidden in the game from my faction. This is Santos Escobar from Halloween Havoc and NXT with the face paint, and now we can add it to the game. But let me tell you the tricky thing about this. You see this attire right here on the right? That attire is from GameVolt. Shout out to GameVolt. What I did is a mashup. I took WhatsTheStatus's 20 version of Santos Escobar, and I added the Smackdown Escobar's attire to WhatsTheStatus's unlocked Santos Santos Escobar 20, right? Look at how the skeleton is with the paint on his face, and then you use the rag with the skeleton face and it completes it. I just think this is super fire, bro. I had to do this. Shout out to GameVolt and WhatsTheStatus. So you can search both WhatsTheStatus and GameVolt and you will see both of these. With number 2, referee Aubrey Edwards. Now let me go ahead and break down the story with the whole referee thing. Shout out to Witty Witterson or Witty226. My guy Witty went in and found some way to make special guest referee work with different arena downloads and uploads. So he took an arena and he uploaded to the server, but I don't know what he did behind the scenes with the arena. But you can now use Aubrey Edwards in the game as a referee. I think WWE should literally get referees scanned in the game anyway. I feel like Aja and Jessica Carr and, you know, all the reps need to be in the game, because all the old WWE games literally had the reps like Earl Hebner, and they were in the game. You get the point. This right here could be used through a download. Fatal Steven has a tutorial. I will leave the link to the actual video in the description below where you can go and follow those tutorials, and Fatal Steven can show you how to get her in the game. But we got Aubrey Edwards, and this was about AntronxE. This right here. So shout out to AntronxE. He created this ref, and he's really good at creations, and it looks dead spot on to Aubrey Edwards. Let's go to number 1. With number 1, ref Aja Smith is in the game. Shout out to *ILLiteGaming or *ILLiteGaming for actually making Aja Smith. Now, basically, when I saw the Aubrey Edwards, I went to AntronxE's Twitter thread and I put, what about Jessica Carr and what about Aja? Like, what about them? Because there's no way you cannot have Jessica Carr and Aja Smith in the game. You gotta have them. Somebody gotta create them if we can do this special guest referee situation. They are much needed, but look at this. This looks good. This looks just like Aja Smith. Love the ponytail, man, like the freaking makeup. Elite clowned on this, man, and she even recognized Elite in a tweet, and she quote tweeted it and said she did it. And then Jessica Carr came right behind Aja and said the ponytail. And then I told Jessica, we got to get you in. We got to get Jessica Carr in, bro. Like, if somebody in the community sees this and you're great with cause, could you please make Jessica Carr? Because I'm definitely going to use Jessica Carr as my main referee, and then Aja right behind her. Aubrey, I'm going to use Aubrey too. I got some ideas anyway. But yeah, this is my number 1 pick, guys. The community doesn't really get a lot of shine for cause. Like, it's a lot of the other stuff, you know, like as far as like unlocking hidden models and adding hair with glitches and blah, 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 woo, woo. But this is it. This is it right here.